I'm Lisa, and you're here with me today doing yoga for weight loss. And this will hopefully get your heart rate increased, get it really up there, get your blood flowing. It's pretty much mostly standing, and the idea is to engage all of your muscles at the same time. So really keep your focus, stay with your breath, keep breathing, deepen your poses as much as possible, and we will go ahead and get started. Okay, coming to the top of your mat, your feet together, toes touching, ankles touching, parallel, and just shoulders back, lengthen through the spine. Just a deep breath here. One more breath. Just remember to be present in your practice today and keep your focus. So we'll go ahead and start with a sun salutation. So inhale, arms to the ceiling, reaching up, lengthening. Exhale, swan dive to the floor. Relax your neck. Inhale towards the front of the room with a flat back. Exhale. Relaxed. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And palms flat on the floor, fingers spread wide. Go ahead and reach your right leg back into a low lunge. Your heel is still raised. And lift up, head toward the ceiling, look gently up. And you're going to put your palms on your mat again. Left foot meets the right into high plank. And we're going to take about 4 breaths here. So inhale, exhale, strengthen through your legs. Your palms are directly below your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, lengthen through the spine. Inhale, exhale, and go ahead and lift your right leg to the mat for your left lunge and just lengthen, breathing. And go ahead and lift your left foot to meet the right and just kind of slowly shake out your feet here. And inhale all the way to the top. Exhale. And we will be moving into mountain pose now. So inhale, hands to the sky, your feet are still together, and you're going to interlace your fingers. Your pointer fingers are released, pointing toward the ceiling. And just go with your own strength and flexibility here. Don't push yourself too far, but inhale, pointing your fingers up, stretching up through your spine. And you're going to exhale, pushing your hips forward towards the front of the room and slowly bend back. And just hold here for a few seconds. Inhale and exhale deeper. And one more breath. And slowly release up. Stretching up toward the ceiling. And exhale down. And just shake it out a little bit. We'll do that one more time and try and stretch a little bit further back. This is just getting the blood flowing, getting all of your muscles engaged. And so make sure your feet are planted at the front of your mat, closely together. And inhale, hands to the ceiling. Interlace your fingers, pointer finger to the ceiling here. Stretching the spine, and then slowly exhale. Bending back. And just holding here. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale up. Hands come down to the side. Just shake it out a little bit. We're going to move into tree pose. So arms up, inhale. And exhale. Hands in prayer towards your heart. And slowly move your right leg up towards the center. This is really about balance. Don't press too much on your joints. You should just be evenly balanced in your hips here. Go at your own pace. You can always lower your leg to your calf and just stay focused on the front of the room, breathing. And if you would like to advance, you can even gently move your toes in front of your left hip, and your right hand goes to your heart. Lengthen through the spine here. You'll feel a really good stretch on the outside of your right hip and glute. Just one more breath. And slowly release that foot to the floor. Moving to the left side. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands to prayer, the center of your heart. Inhale, slowly lifting your left leg up. Your foot meets your knee. Again, stay balanced here, not too much pressure. And then slowly advance if you would like. Moving your left foot in front of your right hip. Just gently holding it there. And your left hand goes in front of your heart into half prayer. Remember, yoga is about engaging all of your muscles and strengthening and really keeping your mind focused and just being present in your practice. So stick with it and we will get through the whole flow, I promise. One more breath. And slowly release, bringing that foot to the floor. And we will move into chair pose. So inhale, hands up overhead. And you're going to separate your hands to shoulder width apart. Shoulders away from the ears, lifting up toward the ceiling, gently looking up. And now you're going to slowly sit back as if you were in a chair, and just make sure your knees stay over your ankles. So go at your own pace. Make sure you're breathing here. And you can always look down to check your alignment. Just make sure your spine is straight. You're not curving too much. Keep lifting your hands toward the ceiling. This will help you stay balanced. Keep your feet engaged, your thighs are engaged, and just a few more breaths. With each exhale, you can deepen a little bit more. And last breath. And exhale slowly. And we'll do that one more time. And hopefully you can go a little bit more into the pose. So shake it out. Inhale, hands up overhead. Separate the palms, shoulder width apart, facing each other, stretching toward the ceiling. Your shoulders are away from the ears. Now slowly sit back into your chair pose, engaging the core, engaging your muscles, your thighs. And just feel the weight in all parts of your feet. Your feet are still touching, knees are touching, ankles are touching. Sit back. A few more seconds here. And release. Exhale, arms down to the side. We're going to be moving into eagle pose now. Again, there are varying levels of flexibility, so go with what you're comfortable with. You can always advance in the future. Just you should feel all of your muscles working, and it should feel difficult. So not too difficult as in painful, but it should just feel as if your muscles are engaged. So we will just inhale, hands up toward the ceiling, and exhale, bring your right arm underneath your left, and you can stay with your palms touching, or not your palms, but the back of your hands touching each other, or your palms touching each other, whichever is more comfortable, as far as the level of compression of your shoulders. And you're going to lift your right leg up and over and behind your left and slowly sit back. And as you do this, just compress your arms together and lift up and away from your shoulders. I know it sounds kind of difficult, but you can advance, and with each practice it gets easier. So just keep working, hold the pose here. You're going to feel compression in your shoulders and your hips, and just sit back a little bit more and stay calmly focused on the inside of your forearms. You can almost look through them to the wall. Just breathe. Your shoulders are away from your ears. One more breath. Kind of push your arms towards the front of the room. One more breath. And slowly release. Exhale. Shake it out. Hips probably a little bit sore. And we'll move into the other side. Inhale. Stretching up toward the ceiling. Exhale. Left arm goes underneath this time. And we'll sit back. Left leg over the right, wrapping behind your right knee. And slowly sit back. Go ahead and lift your arms up so that they're parallel to your shoulders, and go ahead and press your forearms towards the front of the room. Pressing your palms together, sitting back, staying with your breath here. Just one more breath. And slowly release. And exhale. Okay, and now we're going to move into just some quick warrior ones to really get the blood flowing. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale to the floor, giving a good stretch in the spine. And inhale. The flat back, and reach your right leg to the back of the mat. Drop your right heel and stretch, lifting your arms up toward the ceiling. Move your shoulders away from your ears, stretching up, looking between your hands, strengthening through your thigh. Make sure you're pressing down on all parts of your feet. And just inhale up a little bit, and we'll move into warrior two. Just lower a little bit into that left thigh so that it's almost parallel to the floor, as low as you can go. Again, go with your own strength and flexibility, whatever you're comfortable with. We'll move into warrior three. So lower your right hand to the back of the leg and lift your left hand up toward the back of the ceiling. And back to warrior two. Now we're going to straighten your left leg. into pyramid. So just slowly, you might want to move in a little bit so you're not too far apart. And we'll pivot. And just try and keep your hips aligned here, reaching towards the floor and the ceiling simultaneously, looking up over your right fingertips. And one more breath here. Slowly raise up. And bend that left knee back into warrior two. And pivot back into warrior one. And we're going to lower your hands to the mat. Just quick down dog here, stretching those muscles out, lowering the heart rate. And just look towards the front of your mat and step or jump between your hands. Inhale to the top. Exhale. And we'll move on to the left side. So inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Stretching the spine. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. And slowly place your left foot at the back of the mat, dropping that heel. Strengthening through your right thigh and lifting into warrior one. Hands toward the ceiling. Looking up through your hands gently. Shoulders are away from the ears. Sticking with your breath here. And we'll move into warrior two. Turn your feet out just a little bit. You might have to realign and just bend into that right knee. Trying to bring your right thigh parallel to the floor, reaching toward the front of the room. Your core is engaged here. And go ahead and move into reverse warrior. Drop your left hand to the left thigh, reaching up overhead with your right hand. Just make sure you're stretching. Go ahead and deepen into that right thigh. And exhale, hands parallel. And move your right foot a little bit closer in. We're going to move into pyramid. And your arms are parallel to the floor. And just pivot, bringing your right arm in front of the right leg. Reaching your left hand to the ceiling. Just a few breaths here. And go ahead and lift up slowly. Bending that right knee into warrior two. So reach a little bit more towards the front of the room. And exhale, pivot into warrior one. You can probably go a little bit deeper into this pose now. So just strengthen through your breath. Make sure your shoulders are aligned, your hips are aligned. Things pointing towards the front of the room. Lengthen, look up toward the ceiling, one more breath. And exhale, hands come to the floor. Reach your right foot back. And quick downward dog here. Just bicycle it out. And look towards the front of your mat, step or jump. Exhale. And inhale your hands up overhead. And exhale all of that tension. And we will go ahead and do a quick sun salutation into a long plank. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Go ahead and step your right foot back into a lunge. It's a nice stretch here, looking up overhead, stretching through the front of that right hip. And go ahead and exhale, moving your left foot to meet your right. And this is where you can realign your spine. Just relax your neck. You're looking straight down at the floor between your hands. Your heels are pushing towards the back wall. Hands are directly below your shoulders. Your core is engaged. Your glutes are engaged. Your thighs are engaged. Everything is engaged. Just keep breathing. We'll do a quick chaturanga here. Lifting up. Breathing. And press down to down dog again. Just lower the heart rate here. Relax a little bit. Relax the neck. Press through your palms. Heels are reaching towards the floor. And inhale, bring your right leg to the front of the mat. Into another low lunge. Just sticking with your breath here. And slowly bring your left foot up to meet your right. Exhale. Top of your head is reaching towards the floor. Just feel your spinal muscles relax here. And before we lift up, we're going to do a quick stretch. So I just want you to bring your hands underneath the back of your feet, and you're just going to lift your sit bones up toward the ceiling, head towards the floor. Go ahead and breathe into it. And slowly release. Shake it out a little bit. And inhale, hands up overhead. And exhale. Okay, and now we're going to move to the floor for a quick cool down. So gently coming on your sit bones to the mat. Just try and give yourself enough room here. We're going to do some quick spinal twists. So you're going to put your right leg straight on the floor, and your left leg comes over your right, your left foot next to your knee, and go ahead and lengthen through your spine. And inhale, right arm lifting overhead to the ceiling. And exhale, and bend your arm to the back of your left knee here, and gently press into it. So this will deepen your spinal stretch. And you can move your left hand to the base of your spine just to deepen the stretch a little bit, and breathe here. Just deepening a little bit more at your own pace. And slowly release. Bring your left leg straight. Right leg over your left, same place. Inhale, left hand towards the ceiling. Exhale, left elbow to your right knee. Bringing that right hand to the base of your spine, just pressing gently into the knee here. A few big breaths. And slowly release. And coming onto your knees here, just for a few quick breaths to relax. Thank yourself for being present in your practice today. You did some really great work. You can always move towards or move through these poses a little bit faster if you want more of an aerobic workout, but all of your muscles have been worked out in this flow, so just shake it out, close your eyes. Couple of deep breaths here. Stretch your neck. Thank you for joining me today. You did some really great work. I hope you subscribe to our channel so you can see my future videos. Also, if you want to know more about me, please check out lisahusberg.com. You can see all of the projects I'm doing, and I hope to see you next time.